What's up YouTube? Lucas TV 719 here, and it's Valentine's Day. That one day in February where everything is devoted to love, red, hearts, weird fonts, all that great stuff. And I was thinking, in honor of the holiday, let's actually do a shipping video. That's right, today we're going to be playing Rika Matchmaker, and we're going to count down our top 11 Inazuma 11 couples. Now the thing here is, of course, this video is going to contain opinions. My opinions. You got your own. So, in the comments, give me your opinions on your top 11 couples. I know it's a weird topic for Inazuma 11, but it's Valentine's Day. So, without further ado, let's get into the list, shall we? Starting off today's list is the ship between Akane and Shindo, which basically equates to just Akane taking pictures of Shin-sama on her camera all day long. While a smaller ship as it's easily one-sided, it's very nice, and it also leads to Akane joining the soccer club. And it equates to more during the Chronostorm arc, where another person starts to get in the way. So, number 11, Akane and Shindo. Holding our number 10 spot is a ship that's more fan-based, I'd imagine, than hint-based, because there's not many hints. But I'm talking about Tachimukai and Otonashi Haruna. Now this ship is mainly based on where Haruna goes out of her way to help Tachimukai create Mau the hand back in season 3. It's a nice ship because they're both first years and they're both really great people. And it was just nice seeing them work together to create Mau's Hando after Haruna got the rest of the first years and Tsunami all to create that one move. Snickering in our number 9 slot is Haruna and Kogure. Obviously the two are pranking around, with Kogure basically being scolded by Haruna every time he either spices someone's food or hands over a frog to creep someone out. Now, this ship is more of Haruna playing the mother Kogure never had, so it's a bit weird in a way, not too much ship based, but it's nice seeing the two interact. And that's basically where it turns out. And it's nice at the end when they're grown-ups, they're able to talk like civilized people and not have to resort to pranks. Next up on the list is Okatsu and Shindo. One of the few romances in all of Inazuma that can be legitly called a romance. Cause it's clear. When Shindo meets Okatsu, Okatsu starts crushing on him, and it's clear that she actually has feelings for him, and unfortunately she can't be with him because of course Shindo's from a different time period. It's very sweet because it's one of the few times in this show there's a bit of a romance element that isn't upstaged by more we're friends and nothing more kind of thing. So it was sweet, but a bit tragic because at the end, their love can never be. Our next spot on the list shows the opinion part of this list starting to leak. We got my boy Tsunami Josuke and Toko. Now, Tsunami is my favorite character, and I love that he actually has a somewhat ship going on with Toko. I mean, it only runs for about 4 episodes, because it's mainly showing Tsunami and Toko's arguing with him as he's learning soccer, and she actually helps him get into the sport. But it's really cute seeing them argue with each other, and Rika on the side playing matchmaker. She's like, this older guy might be a nice for my strong-minded friend here. It's really funny seeing them interact for those couple episodes. And it's too bad it doesn't continue because of course Toko doesn't really come in season 3, and when she does, they're too focused on the match to have any real good shipping moments. but it was good for the 4 episodes that it lasted. At the midway point, we're reaching the really funny ships. The first one being Nishiki and Midori. Now Nishiki and Midori actually have a past going on, where Midori even calls Nishiki Ryoma when they first talk about him when he sends that letter, which means she's already gotten to first name terms with him, which is actually really cute. It's also funny because when Nishiki does comes, he likes to make fun of her, like saying, oh, she's just a fan of old samurai movies and whatnot. And it's really funny. And it even gets bigger in Chrono Stone because both of them are confused out of their minds whenever Dr. Arno Crossword comes to talk to them about some of the time travel shit. And they're both like, I have no idea what the hell is going on. And it's actually really cute. And it builds up even more when they go to the Edo period, and both of them are on opposite sides of the spectrum, with Midori being with Okita and Nishiki of course being with Sakamoto Ryoma. It's a really cute pairing that has hints sprinkled out here and there, and it's nice to have something in Go. And at number 5 we have our girl Rika. When she's not pairing off her friends, she's gushing over Darling, aka Ichinose Kazuya. Well, I gotta say, Rika knows how to pick him. The magician of the midfield? I mean, of course. Anyway, this one is just plain funny. Whenever Rika sees Ichinose, she starts gushing all over him. And of course, Ichinose is as uncomfortable as all hell. Basically, this was one of the gags for Season 2, because Season 2 was a lot more comedy-oriented than Season 1, and it was just nice having Rika there, actually in her own relationship, instead of just being Miss Matchmaker. Coming in at number 4, we have Aki and Ichinose. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of this ship, but I could not, in good conscience, not place it on this list, if not at least in the top 5. I mean, come on, this is one of the actual ships that has hints. If you're talking about shipping and Inazuma 11 and these two don't come up, you haven't really watched the show. Now, of course, we gotta start with they got the childhood friends angle going on. They both went to America and did soccer together. It was really nice. And Ichinose pretending he died in the end because he didn't want his friends to see how sad he was. And then him coming back and the happiness of both Aki and Nomon's face. It's really, really showing that those two, if anyone, had a connection. And of course, the hints go on. Of course, Aki is all embarrassed when Rika tried to marry Ichinose back in episode 40. The Inazuma Japan vs. Unicorn match was full of the feels because mainly Aki is worried because Ichinose is playing like this could be his last match. And it's really sweet, the two of them, the dynamic they have. And you can tell this relationship is one that actually worked. Because in the end, in Go, Aki and Ichinose have got the long distance relationship going. Just sending each other long distance calls. It's a really cute ship. The only reason I'm not a fan is because I was an Endo Aki shipper back in the day. But nonetheless, this is a ship that deserves its recognition. So it gets number 4 on my list. Our bronze medal today is divvied up between several ships. Endo and Toko, Endo and Natsumi, Endo and Aki, and then later on Endo and Fuyuka. Basically, if you're pairing yourself up with Endo, you're getting the bronze medal today. Now, the thing is, this ship is basically who's your favorite girl, who is best girl in this case. Obviously, in the end, Endo ends up with Natsumi, or Fuyuka if you're playing Inazuma 11 Go Dark. But it was basically these 4. I remember before Go was coming out, there was a poll on an Inazuma 11 fan site with the votes, and I was voting so hard for Endo and Aki, but in the end it was Natsumi. But it's funny because each of them have their own little hints here and there. It started off mostly Aki, and then it started divvying up between all of them. It's a really nice group ship, because of course our main character has got to get some love out there. Anyway, that's our bronze medal. Time to get to number 2. Just shy of winning today's contest is Matsukaze Tenma and Sorano Aoi. I mean, this one is pretty much one of the better ships out there. Ever since Tenma moved to Raimon and whatnot, they've been friends since they were children. Since Aoi was watching him dribble, they basically walk home from school together. They're really close, and seeing them not together just is a weird thought. And it's even furthered when in Galaxy, the only manager to come back, while with a different haircut, is Aoi. And the friendship between them is really nice. And it really shows that if there's going to be a pairing within Go, it's got to be these two. So, before we finally dive into number 1, I want to take a look over some honorable mentions. Natsumi and Rokoko. Natsumi joining the Gigant is pretty much there. Jan and Kirino. Jan and Kirino was really nice because Kirino actually helped Jan see the truth. Tsurugi and Lalea. Of course, Lalea kidnapped Tsurugi, but he actually helped her become a better queen, and that's why I felt like this relationship was great. Now, some prizes. For most popular, Fubuki. With every single chick he meets, they immediately fall in love with him and give him the information he be seeking. Fubuki, the biggest player of the series. The award for most abusive relationship goes to Endo and his tire. They practice every single night, and every single night, at least once, that tire's gonna beat the shit out of Endo. The one ship that'll never get together, and that award goes to Kageyama and Death. That guy cheats Death like once a year. He can't die. Even when he dies, he comes back. It's like Kageyama has got a restraining order on Death. And now, for number 1, the OTP that everyone ships, whether they like it or not, Endo and Sokka. I know it's kind of a cop-out ship, but come on, it's Endo Mamoru and soccer. His catchphrase is "Let's play soccer." Several of the ending quote of the days was "Sokka Yaroze." The guy loves soccer like crazy. I mean, Tenma might treat soccer like a friend, but Endo loves soccer. It's basically the basis for all he's done. Everything he's done in this series is because of soccer. So for that reason, I have to put Endo and soccer as my number 1 on our list of Valentine's Day ships. Like it, hate it, you gotta admit, the guy loves soccer. And with that, we come to the close on this year's Valentine's Day special. Bit of a weird topic for Inazuma being a sports-centered series, but it's fun to do these videos every now and then. So in the comments, I want to hear your opinions. What's your favorite ship? Even if you have to dig into the deepest reaches of your mind, just try to find something out there. Also, if you're one of the people who's more of a yaoi fan, I'm okay with that too. It's just not one of my favorite ships. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Inazuma has a very large male to female ratio, so yaoi ships are bound to happen. So, if you're a fan of that, put that down there. I don't care. I don't judge. In other cases, also I want to know, are you looking forward to any certain ships in Ares? I myself am still holding out hope that in this new timeline, the Endo Aki ships can sail. It's very unlikely, but like this video is made for, our shippers, we're gonna ship. So, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up And if you really like what I do here, consider subscribing. As Addis comes every single day closer, I'm going to continue making videos. So, if you like what I do here, consider subscribing. I'm LucasTV719. Have a happy Valentine's Day.